Hello, my love bugs. Welcome back. Coach Kara here. I thank all of you for joining me today with this another dating advice video. So, today's topic I want to touch a little on uh, is social media flirting considered cheating? Well, that all depends. That's what we're talking about today. So, if you happen to be in a connection or a monogamous relationship and you're kind of not sure if you should feel a certain type of way on a higher level when it comes to your partner engaging and being hyperactive or interactive on social media with their posting and likes and that sort of thing. Well, that really varies. It depends. And of course, this is something that really has to be addressed probably earlier on in your connection in your relationship so that there's no confusion and you know about what is really actually considered cheating, because truth be told, most of us have a different perspective. Most of us have the same type of perspective, hence the reason why this is a conversation that definitely needs to be had. So firstly, it really depends on the type of person that you have in your life. You know, are you with someone who is quite secure, they have confidence, they trust you? Okay, they trust you, and they may do a lot of engaging on social media as well. So when they see you on there, and they may have witnessed you posting and liking and commenting, hell, even sliding in DMs at times to say what's up, that sort of thing, and may not think much of it. Okay, again, it goes back to trust. And then secondly, you may have that type of person who is a bit of a realist and thinks like, hey, you can engage all you want, and more so than likely that person that you're checking for will probably never go for you anyway. So you know send those heart emojis as much as you like. Okay, so it could be that sort of thing. Again, it depends on the type of individual. If you're with someone who's a bit more sensitive to that sort of thing, they have had past experiences that led to infidelity, hence the reason why they may not trust you all that much. It may give them some sort of insecurity or triggers a certain insecurity, and they may react in a way that lets you know, hey, I'm feeling like this. But is it really about cheating? Do they really think that you're going to actually meet it with someone, unless of course they're in your area? There's always that possibility. Or is it more so about respect? Is it a respect factor? If you're online all the time, every single day, you're sending hearts, you're commenting, you're doing the most, not with one or two type people that you have in your feed, but multiple, to the point that it makes your person feel a little uneasy, as if to say, hey, am I not, enough for you? You're not, you know, posting me and giving me heart eye emojis, like in real life, you're not doing that for me. So it can really make your person feel quite insecure. So it really depends on the type of person that you are with. Now, look, it's also about your intentions, your purpose, and the motive behind doing all of this engaging. See, look, as much as I would like to let somebody know, hey, I think you're hot, like this one guy in particular, I don't know how he ended up in my feed on Instagram, but he did. It was like he was sent from heaven above, okay? And allow him to stay there. Gorgeous, like the epitome of perfection to me. Like he's like the manifestation of a true masterpiece from the creator. You understand what I'm saying? And as many times as I've seen him come down my timeline, I may have only sent him some love just once. Just once. And why is that? I'm single, so I can do whatever. But even still, we don't have to engage in a way to let the other individual that we're drooling all over, letting them know that, hey, I'm really digging you. Like, it's summer and it's hot. And, you're giving that kind of vibe. So, when I see this guy, as much as I, really admire his gorgeousness. Oh my gosh, yes, 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 yes. I can't find myself commenting that. Why? Because he already knows. Furthermore, I can't even find myself being desperate enough to slide into his DMs. For what? Hey, I'm no ego booster, okay? But I keep it all in here, right in my head. Your person does not have to be aware, nor does anyone else, especially if you have friends and family that, are on your social media pages and they're seeing where you have commented or liked a particular person or persons repeatedly. It's a fine line there. It just sends a message of, blatant disrespect. I'm doing what I want. It's just social media. It's harmless. But again, it goes back to the intent. See, when I'm admiring this gorgeous being, I don't have an intention. My only intention is to admire him. And that is all. So it's about what actions you're putting into these posts, these likings. Are you getting on there showing off your hot girl or hot boy summer body for a purpose of? So I recently did a video about intentions and how they impact your relationships. Your intent means everything. What is the purpose of you getting into that person's DM? Are you trying to send a message like, hey, I see you. Now I want you to see me. Is that what it is? Are you lacking attention? Like, there has to be a reason behind the constant likes, heart eye emojis, those sort of things. So, and that's where the issue lies. So it just really goes back to, is it really cheating for your person, or is it just a heightened level of disrespect? And furthermore, at some point, when you begin to entertain lust, being lustful, like very, very regularly, ultimately, this is what your partner fears, is you're going to turn this whole social media thing into a reality. But we all know that cannot manifest or cannot happen unless you are presented with the opportunity. So at some point, and hopefully I'm not putting this in someone's head, when you're commenting, more so than likely, maybe one day you might actually get lucky and you may get some sort of response. And then that's where the problem really comes into play. Yeah. So again, is online or social media flirting considered cheating? That's on your person. It's all what they think. For me, I just feel like it's a bit disrespectful. Especially if friends and family and people that that are actually watching your page can see what it is that you're doing. Yes, very disrespectful. And if you have a partner who is a bit insecure about your actions on social media, then why would you hurt your person? Why would you continue to make them feel insecure? I mean, if that's what you're trying to do, then why be in a relationship? If you're trying to give off single vibes, then just go be that and see how that works for you. Okay? I want you to see if hot summer girl body, hot boy body, if hotness is, if they're going to come back and check for you the way the energy that you're giving them, and see what happens is you're going to realize, oh, it's not that easy. Maybe I'm not all that, whatever. Perhaps I should go back to my ex. See, we have to be realist, people. We get stuck in this whole facade of just things that are not really real. Those people that you're drooling all over, they probably have the lowest esteem and they're not nearly as amazing as they really are on social media. You understand what I'm saying? So I just wanted to put that out there, guys. Just be very wary of and cognizant of your actions behind what it is that you're doing on social media. Because if you really love your person, if you really respect them, you kind of probably just shouldn't do it. Just keep it all in your head. Nobody really, unless you have a mind reader lying next to you, I mean, who's going to know that? It's just when you begin to put things into action. Yeah, and that's when your intentions become into question. Okay? All right, my loves, I just thought I'd share that video with you. Again, everyone has a unique situation. You can sit and watch relationship and dating videos all you want to, but if neither of you are trying to be more proactive to resolve issues like this, so this is a very big issue, very common on a very daily basis with many couples. All right, so you kind of need to put some action into resolving this sort of behavior, because I promise you, over a long period of time, it will progressively worsen. So if you need dating coaching or relationship advice, all of my information will be linked down below. I thank you all for joining me always. That is all for now, my loves. Until next time.